Got to do that again. Feels weird with the garage door open. All right, welcome back to the garage. I'm Ian. This is Ian doing stuff. It is beautiful outside right now. I've got all the doors open in the garage. Watch, look at this. Whoop, whoop, whoa! Look at that. Oh yeah. Oh, we're gonna go back. Now we're going back here. All right. It is so nice outside right now. We are a little past the COVID stuff. My work is going back to normal this week. Well, the kids are out there bamming things. All right, so the next project that we've got is we've got a toilet upstairs. And our toilet upstairs, it's working just fine. Everything's good. It's flushing. It's doing its thing. Except the bowl just doesn't fill up with enough water. So when the kids go poo-poo, it just stays right there in the bowl. And so we need to get, we need to get more water in the bowl. But the problem is that the fill on it just doesn't fill it up. Just doesn't fill it up enough. Come in, bud. Do we have a little ladder or something for you? Oh, here's your ladder. Oh yeah, here. You want to stand on this?
Yeah, I'll stand on it.
Here you go, bud. There you go. Here's this. There you go. Good. There you go. All right. Are you coming, Luz, too?
Yeah.
You want to come? Okay, come on. Come on in, cutie patooties. You got it? Yep, step over. You're good. Step over.
I should hold on to that.
Okay, come here. Come here, watch out. There's nails on this, okay? I don't want you to step on. Here you go. All right. I want to sit here on the table. Watch this. Sit here. Sit here and look this way. There you go. All right, sit here. There we go. There we go. All right, and so the kids' toilet upstairs, we just need to get it so that way there's more water in it, right? Mm-hmm. What happens whenever you go potty upstairs in the toilet?
The just poop just like sitting there.
That's right. So, and the problem is there's just not enough water in that bowl. And what I think the problem is when you look at the back of it, the little valve that the tube or something that allows the fill height in the bowl just isn't good enough. So, we got a Fluidmaster Universal all-in-one. I think I got this from one of the stores. I think I got this from Lowe's or Home Depot. I don't really remember. I bought it a while ago and we just haven't put it in. So this is what it says. It says it fixes all common toilet problems, and it says right here, step 1, install with confidence. Step 2, install. Step 3, connect and adjust. 3 simple steps. You know what it also says? It says warning, cancer and reproductive harm. Those are the warnings. It just has, that's it, the warnings on the side of it. But theoretically, this has everything that we need to do a whole repair on the whole valve system, the valve fill, all that kind of stuff like that. So there's a lot of pieces to this. I'm gonna have to take the toilet bowl completely off of the toilet. But first, let's see what comes in this kit. Okay. All right. I'm gonna have you guys step down. Okay. I'm gonna do this part without you guys. Okay.
Why?
Well, because I'm gonna see what's in this. Okay. Hey, can we leave this over here, please, bud? Yep. You can play with that. You can play with that. Okay. There's a chair.
Can we sit on it?
No.
This is gonna be for you to sit?
This is gonna be for my other camera. I wish that were taller.
That was way tall. That was not way tall.
Yeah.
Now that was way tall.
Hey, bud. Let's not play with that stuff, please. Thank you. No, 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 nope, nope. Don't touch that, please. Don't play with that. Thank you. All right. We'll get that thing going. Okay. So, here we go. Like that. Is that. All right, yeah, you can sit there. All right, so let's open this guy up. See what comes in this. See what comes in this kit. Hey, bud, could you please stop banging? Okay. I am going to install everything on here. I'm not just doing one part of it. I'm doing the whole thing. That's why I got this. I could have just parted out all the pieces that I needed, but I wanted to do everything. So that's why I got the all-in-one. Hey, bud, if you're gonna bang, can you go bang outside? Okay, thank you. All right. Well, look at that. I didn't need a knife to open that up. Usually you need knives. So this one even comes with a new handle, the flush. How cool is that? It came with, this is the part on the toilet currently that just is really short. That's why I don't think the toilet is filling up all the way. So here is the plunger. This is what, man, this is a lot of stuff here. Okay, that's not the, I said this was the plunger. This isn't the plunger. That the plunger is what you use to unclog the toilet, not. Okay, here's this thing. Here's my little hose, and it's got this little doohickey. Now, does anybody use this thing? I don't know if anybody uses that thing or not. I'm not going to use it. Here are some gaskets and holder pieces, and here are screws and all that kind of stuff. And shouldn't need this again, but here are the instructions, which I think it's pretty straightforward. Ooh, look at this. They've got nice pictures in there. So we will take this in, and we will start all of the install. So we got all of the tools. I'm gonna put this stuff back in here. This in here. Put this in here. Whoop, oopsies. You got that for me, bud? Okay, awesome. Thank you. I don't know if I'm going to install this. I don't think I'm going to install the new flusher. But we got all that stuff right there. I gotta get a bucket. Now I gotta get all my tools I need for this. There's that. I will take a little saw if we need to trim this.
What's this?
Just take that. Just take a knife. Then I got a screwdriver, advice grips. Advice grips. They're not advice grips. They're vice grips. Man, my stuff is messy. I need the big one. I need my big. I've got one more that I want that I don't know where it is. Yeah, that can go in my bucket, please. Oh, and this one right here. Well, but I'm just bringing all the things that I need. These things.
This looks like mine.
I know. I'm gonna use it.
That is mine.
All right, these things right here. I really like these things. This is like the automatic adjusting thing. So when you're doing anything, it just will get there. Those are good. I think that's everything. And then I'll need to get a towel and a little bowl to collect water. So, you guys ready to go inside and get this toilet fixed? All right, let's do that. Well, a little side note. Today is going to be more of just a follow along with the project. It's not really going to be a how-to step-by-step. It's just going to be an overall experience with this product. We are upstairs in the kids' bathroom.
Hi!
All right, there we go. Here is our bucket and our towel that we're going to use. Here are all of our tools. I've kind of got my area cleaned up just a little bit. I will show you right here. You see how low that water is? The water's just like right down here in the bowl. So the poop just like stays right there. It's really gross. And then this is what, here we go. Yeah, that is the problem. See this thing right here? See how low that is right there? That's super, super low. And this thing's really, really short also. So that's why I think it's gonna get up nice and high. And this is all newer stuff. Oops. It looks like it's fairly new, but it just is not the right size for this toilet. It's like a water saving thing. I don't know what it's for, but oops. But anyway, so we're gonna switch this out and we're gonna get it going. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna do a real-time video just to see how long this actually takes me. I've done a few of these, not very many, just like one or two, and then I'll stop and kind of talk through some tricky parts if we get into some tricky parts. But for the most part, this is kind of a straightforward thing. All right. There we go. All right, we got this guy going for real time.
We can take that all apart.
Yep, we are gonna take this all. We're gonna take this all apart. All right, the first thing we gotta do is we gotta get everything out of here first. And to do that, we need to turn our water off. Water is turned off. Right there, you'll know that the water is turned off because the handle is not in line with the rest of it. But if it's in line, like here, like that means your water is on. Like that, your water is off. Let's flush it and get all the water to go out of it. There we go. So now what I will need to do is I will need to, I will unhook this thing. I will get, there's 2 bolts in here that hold this top bolt to here, and I'll take that out. There's a little, this comes off from right down here. That piece is held on right there, and that's what we'll do next. We'll just take all this stuff out. Up in the car. Yep, in the minivan.
Yeah, it's new.
Yeah, our new minivan. So my toilet is a 3-inch, and the thing I got was, the replacement I got was a 2-inch. My big plumbing tool is a 2-inch, so I need a new plumbing tool, and I need to exchange this out. That kind of stuff frustrates me. And it's hard not to be frustrated and just kind of roll with it. But whenever you think you have everything you need and you don't, and you got to go get it, it's like, it takes like a 30-minute project into an hour project just because you didn't have the right thing. You didn't quite know that you needed it. I thought I was prepared, but this is part of it. It's part of having a cool head. Kendra and I had a little tiff about this. We had to apologize to each other. I had to apologize to the kids, just because I need to be in my brain and be thinking right, and it's hard when you're frustrated about something. But now we are on the right track, headed to the store. I don't know if they sell 3-inch universal parts, but I know all the parts that I need, and I'll just get what I need to make it happen. So we'll see what we can do. Couldn't find the receipt for this. Thankfully the box isn't destroyed, and we'll return this too. All right, well, we are back at the house now. Had to switch some things out. I needed to get this, a 3-inch flush valve. So this is the main valve and the flapper. True. Bye. And this is the fill valve. So I had to take back that universal. They didn't really have like a universal kit for the 3-inch. So I got the 3-inch, and then I had to get this guy to try to get that that nut off. This really isn't the right size, but it's the best I could do without spending a ton of money. So I'm gonna get back into this. Also, while we're doing this, look at this. That's SpaceX. They've got 49 minutes until they launch people into space right now. They haven't done that in 9 years. Americans have not been blasted off into space from America in 9 years, and SpaceX is doing that. It's awesome. So I'm gonna fix a toilet because of America. You gonna help, bud? Wanna do this? Yep, let's do this.
Here, a call to the crew, just in case you missed it, that they were only tracking one
Look at this.
All right, we're gonna keep this going now. This is cut 2 on this.
within 10 minutes.
They didn't have the little hand screws, they had nuts on them. Tighten that down, cinch this up to keep this from being too wobbly. Maybe a little too wobbly, but I think I'm just gonna leave it there because I have cinched that thing down pretty good. So probably could go all the way down to this little lip, but I think I'm gonna leave it right there where it is right now. Everything on here. I got my flapper on there. I kind of adjusted that as good as I could. Get this thing nice and tight, or tight as enough as it needs to be. I think I'm gonna have to do some adjusting on this. I've got all this, got that up as high as it will go. Let's turn the water on. Make sure there's no leaks anywhere.
It's filling up.
Good. I don't feel any leaks anywhere so far.
I wonder how high it's gonna go.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Look how high it's getting.
All right, that's where it was last time.
Whoa.
Now it should be getting higher.
Whoa. Is that getting higher?
All right, that is more water. Let's flush it.
Whoa. So that's the plus? Still kind of little.
Yeah, there looks like there is more water in there though. We're gonna have to put the lid on it to make sure that it all works with the lid on it. Here's the lid. See if we can flush it. I may have to adjust the flusher thing. Okay. That worked. All right, you know what? I am going to adjust that though.
What
This thing.
What's adjust
I'm gonna make it so that way you don't have to push it as hard to flush it. That's about as high as it could go. I wish it could go higher, but whatever. All right. Oops, something came out. All right, let's do that now. All right. All right.
Let me try.
Let's see. Hold on just a moment. I think that's...
I think that's gonna work.
Did we do it?
Don't forget
Yeah.
the Space rocket ship.
I know, bud.
Haven't left it off yet?
No, not yet. All right, bud. See if you can flush it now.
Let's see if I can flush it again. Oh, that's really hard.
All right, that's too hard.
Yes,
All right, let me make it easier, okay? Let go of it. We are done with that. Now I just need to clean up my tools, and we've got 18 minutes until this rocket blasts off. Here's the mess right here. Honestly, I don't know if I solved the problem. I think this bowl just doesn't hold a lot of water, so it may be a bowl issue more so than a fill issue, because it doesn't look like it filled it up much more. But we'll go with this for now. I don't want to have to put a new toilet in here. So that would be the next step if this doesn't work. So let's head back down to the garage and do a little cleanup. We are back in the garage after that project. Once it got up and rolling, it really did not take much time. We ended up having to go back and return the other piece, and I had to get these 2 items. Actually, that's not true. I had to get these 3 items. I had a 3-inch toilet flange. I don't even know if it's a flange. I had a 3-inch, my toilet valve. My toilet valve was 3 inches, not 2 inches. 2 inches is what the other kit was. So yeah, that was kind of disappointing. I got the toilet, the tank off, and was starting to take it off. And one thing, I didn't have the right tool to take it off. And then I was realizing that I bought the wrong parts. So if there's anything that you can take from this, before you start doing this, look at the size of the flapper down in the bottom of your toilet. And if that flapper looks pretty big, it's probably a 3-inch one. If you can get down there and measure it, that's probably a better thing to do, so that way you buy the right thing the first time. I can't stand starting a project, coming into a spot where it is, like, I don't have the right tools, or I can't figure it out. I don't feel like I always have to have all the tools necessary. I know this place is a mess with tools and crap. I don't feel like I always have to have the right tools. I just want to know I can be able to do it. And it was just kind of hard with that one little screw. Didn't quite have the right tools. I didn't have the right parts that I needed, so I needed to go back and get the right parts. That's way more frustrating. I stayed with the Fluidmaster. I had to get 2 separate parts at the store because they didn't have this whole thing in one big kit. So I had to get the 3-inch flush valve kit and the toilet fill valve. separately, and it ended up being $2 or $3 more than the 2-inch one, so it wasn't a really big stretch. And I ended up getting this Craftsman 12-inch wrench. So this thing is kind of cool. I got a big wrench now. I don't have a big wrench, so that's kind of cool. All in all, this stuff, this Fluidmaster, they let's see if I can pull these out here. The instructions, you know, sometimes instructions aren't very clear, but these instructions are really clear and very easy to follow. So if you don't know how, if you don't feel comfortable doing this, they really make it easy to do. Let's see this one too. This one actually had they actually have color photos in this one of what to do. It's pretty cool. Like they've thought about this before, but they make it really easy to do, really easy to happen. So all in all, it was a pretty good experience. And in honesty, I don't know if that really solved my problem. Well, I hope you enjoyed the ride of using this Fluidmaster kit to get the toilet fixed. This is a pretty easy, this is a pretty common thing for people to do in their house, is work on their toilets. It's easy to do also, and it makes a big difference, I think, having a toilet that works well. Also, SpaceX launched today people into space. This is the first time in 10 or 11 years that America has blasted people off into space from America. So that was pretty cool too. We were watching that. Anyways, I hope I ended up saving all of the parts from the toilet. I'm just gonna keep these until everything has settled down with this. Not settled down. I'm gonna keep these until the oh goodness, there's toilet water everywhere. Keep those until I don't feel like I need them. I'll probably throw them away pretty soon. But one thing I didn't mention are the tools that I ended up using. I didn't really have to use very many tools. A lot of this stuff is fairly hand tightened. So I used my large wrench. Let's see, a screwdriver, this thing. Is that it? These. There we go. I brought a whole bunch of tools to use, but I really did not use much. I used these 5 tools. Use this for the big nut in the back. A screw. I mean, I love this thing. This thing is cool. Come on now. If you don't have one of these things, this is pretty cool. It's got the big and the small, and you can adjust like which one you want to use. It was great. Use this thing. Use a knife to cut the hose. Use the adjustable wrench to hold things while you're screwing it, and use this thing. These things are great too for underneath, getting some of the nuts underneath the toilet that this doesn't quite work. So look at this, just 5 tools, super simple. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all your comments. If I should have done this a different way, or if there's another way to do this, or if there's something that I'm missing, please let me know. And also, my official sponsors, Muletown Coffee, and everything is filmed on GoPro cameras. All right, guys, we will see you here next time.